ESPN Scrums chat with Craig Dowd, former All Black, looking at the All Black Rugby World Cup selection. Any surprises for you in there, Craig?
Oh, yeah, well, I think the first clear surprise for me was Saki Nahole making the team, not through his lack of form. I think he's a fantastic player, had a great year, and it's really pleasing to see him there, but a broken bone is a broken bone, and at the end of the day, he's worked hard on what he needed to do. He's made a squad that no one thought he'd make. He showed the right attitude and going away and doing everything he needs, or I suppose everything he believes it's going to make it better. I remember Zinzan Brook in '95 saying if you put fried eggs on his leg and someone said it would make it better, he'd go away and do it. I mean, that sort of attitude, that just goes to show how much this World Cup means to all the players, and especially Nahole.
Well, before he headed home, Wasaki didn't come knocking on your door, did he, for some product?
I'm sure if he'd got some, we'd have offered it gladly if it's going to make it better.
Yeah, fair enough. What about the likes of Kuri Jane and Israel Dag? Were you totally surprised by their exclusion?
I can't say I was totally surprised. I'm saddened. Look, they've been great All Blacks, and I suppose the message for them would be just stay fit. You never know. Just because you don't make the initial 31 doesn't mean you're not going to be called in down the track. But I mean, every All Black wants to go out on top, and announce their retirement or they're off overseas. But Noel Mike's been dropped. But unfortunately, it doesn't take away what they've done for this country.
It's worth sparing a thought too for the selectors, because this has been the most difficult squad, and the 7 or 8 World Cup squads that have had to have been picked, this had to have been the hardest.
Yeah, and that's this sheer weight of numbers of selection, I suppose, just the players putting their hand up and really wanting to make the squad, players hitting form at the right time. It's a good headache for New Zealand to have, and I suppose under Steve Hansen's watch, he hasn't had to make that many hard calls. Sort of a few injuries have sort of helped him out in the past, but he's stuck loyal to the players he's needed to, and at the end of the day, those players have been loyal back by their performance on the field. So I think this is a hard call, but the reality is it's 31 men on a plane, and I think we're right behind the 31 he selected.
How are the Aussies looking?
Oh, I think the Aussies are only going to get better. As you'd know, Lynn, D3 tape's gone on sale. 1,200 stores nationwide in Australia. It's now in Coles. I'm sure Michael Checker's popped down to the local shop, and he's bought up en masse to supply the squad, because it's only going to make them better. It is the athlete's choice, obviously.
Is it going to make Quade Cooper better?
Come on. Well, then it's good, but I can't guarantee it's that good.
Yeah, not quite. Fair enough. What about some of the overseas sides? I mean, look at Wales and Scotland just named their teams. Gareth Handscomb missed out for Wales, but John Hardy in for Scotland.
Yeah, I guess that just goes to show the New Zealand players all around the world, they learn their trade in New Zealand, and they're in demand. But at the end of the day, if they have a grandparent that has got, whether it's Welsh or Scottish blood, they meet the criteria. That heritage it flows through their veins. So why can't they be selected for those sides? Just albeit because they live in New Zealand.
All the critics are saying it's the closest World Cup to call. What's your thoughts?
Well, I mean, every World Cup has in its own sense. The All Blacks go into them as favourites, and at the end of the day, there's going to be controversy, and I think there's definitely going to be controversy. When have we not seen at a World Cup, where 16 teams all wanting to get to the end, and I think it's going to be tough. Obviously, hand on heart, the All Blacks are the favourites, but it's their World Cup to lose.
And just one other final thought: the format for the Cup is still not quite right. You've got a team like Namibia, one of the minnows obviously, but they've got 4 games in 17 days. That's pretty tough.
Yeah, and I guess if it was one of the superpowers, I guess it wouldn't be the same headache, because out of those 4 games they'd probably win 3.
Yeah.
But because it's Namibia and they're going to, every team they play against, you'd say would have to be better than where they are. So it's going to be tough for them. But if you look at New Zealand in the sense of our football team, just making the World Cup is good for the game here in New Zealand.
That's true.
And I think if you look at Namibia, for them just to be at the Rugby World Cup will increase rugby in Namibia, and that's what World Cups are about. It's not about the winner. It's about the whole world participating in a competition that actually enhances the game.
Fair enough. Thanks very much, Craig.
Cheers, sir.